900 meters below the surface, a squid the length of your arm fires a cloud of bioluminescent ink, not black, but blazing blue, and vanishes into the dark. That darkness is not empty. It is alive with light. And the creatures making it have been perfecting this trick for 500 million years. The deep ocean begins where sunlight dies. Below 200 meters, the water is black, cold, and pressurized enough to crush a car engine into scrap. Nothing should survive here. But something did, and it brought its own lantern. More than 76% of all deep-sea animals produce bioluminescence. Not a few exotic outliers. The majority drift down through the midnight zone, and the darkness around you is punctuated by drifting sparks, slow pulses, sudden flares, a silent light show running on chemistry instead of electricity. The chemistry is elegant. An enzyme called luciferase grabs a molecule called luciferin and forces it to react with oxygen. The reaction releases energy, and almost none of it becomes heat, it bleeds out as pure cold light. Fireflies use the same trick on land, but down here the animals have tuned the wavelength. Most glow blue-green, the one color seawater carries the farthest. A few have cracked a rarer frequency, red, which their neighbors cannot even see, giving them a private channel in a crowded room. But here is where it turns dangerous. The anglerfish dangles a glowing lure above its own mouth. The light pulses. Something smaller, drawn by instinct toward anything luminous in the dark, swims closer. Then closer. The jaws snap shut, rows of teeth curved inward so nothing, once inside, can reverse. The light was never a lantern. It was a trap, and the prey never learned to distrust it because in 400 million years of deep-sea evolution, no one survived long enough to pass the lesson on. Others weaponize the light in reverse. The firefly squid of Toyama Bay, 3 inches long, electric blue, coats its underside in photophores and matches the faint glow filtering down from above. Seen from below, it disappears. No shadow. No silhouette. 3,000 individual light organs, each one independently controlled, erasing the animal from the water column as cleanly as a delete key. Then there is the scale of what happens when all of this light moves at once. Every night, the largest migration on Earth happens in total silence. Billions of bioluminescent creatures, lanternfish, siphonophores, krill, rise hundreds of meters toward the surface to feed, then sink again before dawn. The combined mass of lanternfish alone may exceed 700 million tons. When a ship's hull passes through a dense congregation, the bow wave ignites and the wake burns blue for hundreds of meters behind it. Sailors for centuries called it the Milky Sea, and wrote it off as myth until satellites confirmed patches of glowing ocean larger than the state of Connecticut. And yet the deepest question has not been answered. We know the chemistry. We know the predators and the prey. What we do not fully understand is why bioluminescence evolved independently at least 40 separate times across species that share almost no common ancestor. 40 separate inventions of the same idea, in the same darkness, using slightly different molecules but arriving at the same cold blue glow. Convergent evolution at this scale suggests pressure so intense, so consistent, that the only viable answer, across 40 lineages, across 500 million years, was light. The darkness did not win. Life lit itself up instead. If you were lowered into the midnight zone right now, sealed in a submersible with every light switched off, what do you think you would see first? A slow drift of blue sparks, a single pulsing lure, or nothing at all before something found you? 900 meters below the surface, that squid's cloud of burning blue ink is still spreading through the dark, and whatever it was hiding from has already moved on, hunting by the only light that exists down there, the light it makes itself. The Curio Cabinet.